Alright, welcome to part 3 of the NES GPU build. As you can see, we have them made it together. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. We got a fairly large gap on this side. Personally, I think I might cut it too big, but with cabling routing, it may need to be of that size. Plus, I'm thinking about putting some LED lighting, and this does give more space for the light to emit out. But I did get the fan controller installed. Check it. And it works pretty good. If you have to kind of look straight down to see the temps, but otherwise, at this angle, you can see the speed and everything works well. Here we're at the bottom side of the system. As you can clearly see, we have much more open space for airflow. Kinda. The hard drive bracket is right here, which still leaves, I don't know if I can get this, but still leaves probably an inch or more of space above the heatsink, which is an inch or more than it used to have. And when I was talking about some of the repairs I need to do, or wiring, I probably can't show it here. So the Pico down there, the wires for the 4-pin motherboard connector, I desoldered because I didn't have room for them. Well, I need to resolder them back on because I need the Molex that I'm using as the 4-pin connector, or I'm using an adapter. I need that to power the fan controller. So, you do a little soldering on that, and this half of the case is done. Alright, so after a day of working, we got the fans installed. We got the 2 exhaust fans. They do look a little dirty, but this is after cleaning them for probably 20 minutes. So the dirt is caked on there pretty well. On the back, I tried to try to leave the original labeling. I did mark it up a little bit while drilling out the hole, and then here's the other one. The second fan, this one right here, is actually a little bit larger opening, since there's no labels to try and preserve. And then over here, I'm thinking about maybe dropping in some little speakers for some sound effects. Covering the case, the bottom of the case, with sound deadening material. Got most of it covered. Did a decibel test earlier on the case of how loud the fans would be at full speed, and it was ranging around 54 decibels, which isn't crazy loud, but it was noticeably loud. And it might be because the plastic case, it just kind of, the sound echoes through inside, and it sounds loud. So I put down this sound deadening material. This is just some generic Amazon stuff that I had left over from when I layered it in my car. So we're going to do a quick test and see how loud it is now with the sound deadening. Just concluded installing sound deadening into the bottom half of the NES case. The test show that we were able to reduce the decibel rating by 3 dBs. And that's with the phone recording device sitting on top of the case itself. This will conclude our update for part 3. Still working on the button controls. But this concludes this part 3 video. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening, and part 4 will be coming out next week. Thank you so much.